had some incredible feedback on one of my latest videos talking about Battle Royale and Diablo Immortal, but it made me think of another topic. The topic of who's going to be playing. We talk about all these Diablo 3 gamers that are always interested in playing the next Diablo, but will they be the primary audience inside of Diablo Immortal? Let's find out. My friends, my name is Echo and welcome back to the channel ECHO Gaming Diablo, where today we're talking about the topic that I just had mentioned, and it really came to my mind because one, we haven't just kicked back and talked about a topic like this in a while since we had the alpha, and secondly because of a lot of comments that came through on one of my previous videos regarding different game modes inside Diablo Immortal. So let's talk about the OGs of Diablo 3, the OGs of Diablo 2 versus the mobile gaming community. And what we need to determine here is what's going to be the majority of people playing Diablo. But let's wait a second before I get too deep into the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for daily Diablo Immortal videos. And remember guys, I'm also live over on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Make sure you come on through. I'm gonna be pinning the comment with my Twitch link, so make sure you check me out over there. So about a year ago, I was invited out to BlizzCon 2019. Actually, it was more than a year ago at this point in time, and I was new to the Blizzard Diablo scene. I was never at an event. I never met all of these people, and I was thrown into the mix, shown a game that I completely fell in love with, and then kind of was, you know, hit the ground running, making content for a game that would be coming out, which what I thought would be coming out in a few months, which now we're a year later sitting here still waiting for it to come, just getting out of alpha. But I met a ton of the OGs that I mentioned earlier on, a ton of these Diablo 3 players, people that I still talk to today and actually have even had on the Immortal podcast and things like that, that are just part of a community that I'm now a part of. I'm just a different kind of guy. I'm a different breed. I come in here as the mobile gaming Diablo person, while most of the other people here are you know, old school Diablo 3 players. They play this stuff on the PC, whereas although I did play Diablo 3 on PC, I did not play it to the extent that these guys, not even close. They lived the game where I had played the game. So who is gonna be the majority of players on Diablo Immortal? When you go to those live streams, when you go to Bloodshed, SVR, and all those big streams, Leviathan, Riker, you have the D3 community, and you have some people that are excited about it, you have some people that aren't excited about it, and you have some people that are going to play it because Diablo 4 is not out yet. But when you come to my streams, we have a very different audience. Me being a primarily mobile gamer and kind of coming across that way in the community, not having that old school D3 audience, we have a ton of people who have never played Diablo before. Now, if we look at the amount of people or the amount of money that was spent in gaming, PC is the smallest, console is next, and then we have mobile devices, which is tablets and phones, which means we are going to have a massive audience of people playing Diablo Immortal because it's going to be free to play, that are going to want to get in on this game and that are going to be playing. And in my opinion, these numbers, these people are going to outweigh the D3 old school Diablo people. We're going to have, well, let's break it down. The audience is going to look something like this. Old school Diablo people from D2 who are now dads like me that don't have time to play on the PC anymore, so they get to finally re-experience Diablo on their phones or on their tablets when they just get a few free minutes at work, or when they're in the bathroom, or when they're in bed, just laying in bed at night. That's what happens, I guess. Then you're gonna have the D3 people who are waiting for Diablo 4, but they want to still have a Diablo game. Diablo Immortal is clearly as good, if not better, than Diablo 3. So you're gonna have those guys, and then you're gonna have the mobile gaming community that has never experienced a Diablo game. They've only experienced these okay, mediocre, not so good, really bad action RPGs on mobile. They're gonna touch this game and they are going to be amazed. They're going to be floored, they're going to be blown away, and they are going to be the majority of people playing Diablo Immortal. It's not going to be the old school people. So what does this mean for development of the game? Like, what does this mean to Blizzard? They have to know or understand, or they have to start understanding at this point that their audience is not going to be the same as what they had in the past. So that means they don't have to do everything the same way that they've always done it in the past. They can experiment, they can do different things with Diablo Immortal than they were able to do with Diablo 3. And I think this is already happening. We're starting to see the 150 people in a guild, which yes, that's been done before, but they keep mentioning that they want to have it be a social experience, a really social game, which is why they didn't want the hardcore game mode inside of Immortal. Because if you're in a guild with your hardcore character and you're building these relationships, what they feel is really important, and then suddenly your character dies because it's hardcore, then you're gone. Your guild doesn't know where you are. You're just completely gone and dead, and that whole social element isn't supported through a hardcore mode. Do I think there needs to be a hardcore mode in Diablo Immortal? Absolutely not. Do I think there could be? Sure, I think there could be. I'm actually an advocate for having tons of different game modes, and people will play the game modes that they're most interested in. And actually, what I really like, rather than having, I don't know, 20 different game modes, maybe we have, you know, the primary game modes. We talked about there being 6 of them, maybe a couple of multiplayer ones, and then ones that come in and out, ones that they test out. It's like a special monthly thing. So this month you have this game mode, they test it out. If it plays really well, hey, maybe we'll bring it back. Maybe that can be a stable part of the game, or maybe not. And that's how you kind of figure out what the audience wants to see, especially here on the mobile devices. So with this information that I just brought up to everyone here, you need to keep in mind and think about what Blizzard is thinking in making the development of the game. They need to have a balance between what do the classic players that are really used to and in love with and have played Diablo forever want, and what's good for both a mobile audience and for an audience on mobile that's maybe never played a Diablo game before. You know, you have to think about the different audiences that you have, because they are encroaching on a completely diverse, different group of people that they've never really dealt with. Now, yes, we have Hearthstone on mobile, but I don't know, it's just a different story than an action RPG on mobile. You know, it's just you really can't compare the two, although they have, you know, had stuff go on mobile devices before with Hearthstone. Like I said, it's a different story. So as I always do in these videos, I get towards the end and I really want to hear what you guys have to say. So first of all, I want you guys to let me know, if you're watching this video right now, are you a PC gamer, a console gamer, a mobile gamer, or do you do all these things? Give me a little bit of your story. Let me share mine with you. Back in the day, got back into console gaming when Gears of War came out, Gears of War 1. That's how I got the name Echo Through Me, which used to be the name of this YouTube channel, which is now ECHO Gaming, or this channel is ECHO Gaming Diablo. So I got back into console with Gears of War. Then I got into Gears of War, Halo, and Call of Duty. For about 10 years, I played all of those games. Then I made my way over to PC and I started falling in love with Steam and all different games that were available on the PC. And then I had my kids. I had a lot less time to actually spend in front of a console or in front of a TV. So I picked up mobile gaming, fell in love with games like Clash of Clans, and made a channel for that. But then I always had that need for a game with depth. That game with depth is here now, or it's coming now. Diablo Immortal is going to have that experience, and I mean, I felt it. I felt it at BlizzCon 2019, and I felt it for about 100 hours worth of gameplay that I did with the Diablo Immortal Alpha, the technical alpha. The game is not like a mobile game. It's like you're playing a PC game. It's just in the palm of your hands. It's got the depth. It's got tons to it. So it kind of fits that need. It has elements of it where you could sit down for 5 minutes and bang out a little quest, or you could sit there for 5 hours and just grind the game. Or if you're Leviathan, you'll sit there for 12 hours and grind the game. Guy must have no thumbs anymore. It's crazy. But, you know, Diablo Immortal has that balance. It has the balance for the quick gaming sessions that we're gonna want to have for the typical mobile gamers, and it has the ability to have those long, grindy gameplays for those classic Diablo 3 players. All it's missing right now, and it may not be missing, we just haven't seen it, are the PvP elements that I would personally like to see in the game. Now, I was just going through right before I recorded this video, and I was looking through your comments on that my battle royale video, and I saw some really in-depth comments, and I can't wait because I haven't replied to them yet. I'm gonna finish recording this and go reply to those comments and see what you guys had to say, because you guys wrote me stories in there, and that's what I want you to write down below. Your gaming story, PC, console, mobile. Let me know where you play from, and I gotta check it out because I want to know what kind of an audience we're looking at here, which will help us gauge a little bit what kind of an audience we're going to see when Diablo Immortal launches. I mean, we all know it's going to be the best action RPG. We all know that the mobile people, the mobile gamers, are going to outweigh the PC gamers inside of the game. Doesn't mean any of the audiences can be ignored. Everyone is important. So my question was, who's going to be the overwhelming majority of people playing Diablo Immortal? The answer is people on mobile devices, mobile gamers at heart. Obviously, everyone playing is going to be on mobile devices, but what I meant is people that play mobile games exclusively or primarily, stuff like that. What do you guys think? You gotta let me know down below. Hope you enjoyed the video today. We're here running through the King Fahir's dungeon with my wizard class, which honestly was my least favorite of the 4 classes that we played from the technical alpha. Not that it was bad, just didn't fit my play style as well, which is why it was the one character I didn't max, because I just kept going back to play that barbarian more and more and start paragoning him because he's incredible. By the way, did you see my video with Captain Nemo from the Scrappy Academy YouTube channel on the Paragon system in Diablo Immortal? Because I posted it yesterday. You should go check it out. Hey, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day and check out some of my other stuff before you go, and be good.